presentation will focus on the aspects of Shintoism in Studio Ghibli movies. Studio Ghibli movies are famous worldwide for their hand-drawn scenes and beautiful landscapes. The company was founded in Tokyo, Japan on June 15, 1985 by animators and directors Miyazaki Hayao, Takahata Isao, and producer Suzuki Toshio. For this presentation, I'll focus on select Miyazaki movies and the influence of Shinto in his films. The studio has produced over 22 Studio Ghibli movies ever since its establishment. Some notable ones are Spirited Away, Princess Mononoke, and My Neighbor Totoro, which will be covered in this presentation. AsianSociety.org referred to Shinto as Japan's native belief system. In modern times, organized religion in Japan is looked down upon, especially after the Tokyo sarin attacks of 1995. In A New History of Shinto by John Breen and Mark T. Ween, they state that, although many people in Japan do not identify as Shintoists, they still participate in shrines and traditions. Miyazaki Hayao is the co-founder of Studio Ghibli. He was born on January 5, 1941 in Tokyo, Japan. He grew up towards the end of World War II, having experienced the bombing of Utsunomiya, where he then had to evacuate his family to Kanuma. This would explain the recurring theme in his movies of the evil of humanity and the relationship between nature and humanity. This is most predominantly seen in his film Princess Mononoke. When it comes to his beliefs, quoting from an interview, Miyazaki has stated that dogma inevitably will find corruption. And I've certainly never made religion a basis for my films. My religion, if you can call it that, has no practice, no Bible, no saints, only a desire to keep certain places and me as pure and holy as possible. That kind of spirituality is very important to me. Obviously, it's an essential value that cannot help but manifest in my films. He has also stated that, surrounded by high technology and its flimsy devices, children are losing their roots more and more. We must inform them of the richness of our traditions. In another interview with Robert Epstein, he states, "In animistic religion, it sees God and spirits in everything, emphasizing harmony with the natural world." He goes on to state, "I do not believe in Shinto, but I do respect it, and I feel that animism origin of Shinto is rooted deep within me." These quotes inform the public that although he himself may not be religious, having been raised in a Shinto environment has seeped into many of his movies. It also goes on to show that he believes that informing the next generations of tradition involves telling them of Shintoism, since it is so ingrained in Japanese culture. The first movie we'll be talking about is Spirited Away, and the objects and spirits presented in the film. Spirited Away was created by Miyazaki in 2001. It follows 10-year-old Chihiro and her parents moving into a new neighborhood. On their way there, they encounter a Japanese theater that had an old torii gate built in front of it, signaling that they were entering a spiritual place. This torii gate had multiple stone hokora under it. This is a direct allusion to Shinto, since it is a Shinto shrine, and hokora are miniature Shinto shrines found near said torii. On their way, they explore an abandoned village where her parents' greed and gluttony in ingesting the food that they find there get them turned into pigs, and she herself turns transparent and is whisked into the world of Kami. Chihiro then meets a boy who leads her to the bathhouse and gets her a job in the spirit world. The bathhouse is dominated by a matriarch who gives her a job and changes her name to Sen. It is here where Sen now has to deal with the different kami present in the bathhouse. The bathhouse is the movie's main religious focus, along with many other kami, such as No Face. No Face is a kami that is easily corrupted by her surroundings and develops a relationship with Sen due to her inability to be influenced by her surroundings. The bathhouse relates to the importance of cleanliness in Japanese Shinto, allowing for a pure kokoro, also known as a pure soul. Also known as Sento, the bathhouse derived its appearance from the Meiji and Tokugawa eras while incorporating Chinese elements. This incorporation of different elements reflects modernity, with religion in Japan being shaped as Japan becomes more modern. The next movie we'll be talking about is Princess Mononoke. Princess Mononoke takes on a different approach. The movie takes place in the 14th century and follows Ashitaka, the last Emishi prince, who is attacked by a demon and manages to kill it, being cursed in the process. The demon he killed was a boar god, also known as the boar kami, having been corrupted by an iron ball lodged in his body, later found to be a bullet, which ended up killing him. As Ashitaka journeys to find a cure in the Westlands, he encounters a monk and later a deer-like animal known as the Shishigami, the forest god. We are also introduced to Lady Iboshi, a corrupted human, Princess Mononoke, and the wolf goddess Moro. The Iron Town present in the movie is a refuge for outcasts that are made to process iron and create firearms. Here it becomes apparent that there is a conflict between the animals in nature and the Iron Village, with Lady Iboshi being the one who shot the boar god, turning him into a demon. This movie has elements of purity and impurity that industrialization will bring. The kami plays a vital role in this movie, especially the forest kami, as its mistreatment and beheading cause havoc on the land. Referencing open culture video essay on how the traditional Japanese religion Shinto suffused Miyazaki's films, in Shintoism, nature is a part of divinity and deserves our respect. My Neighbor Totoro is the last film I'll be referencing. It takes place in 1950. It follows university professor Tatasao Kusabobe and his daughters Satsuki and Mei, who have moved into a house close to their mom's hospital. They found out that the house is inhabited by small spirits known as Susuwatari. Mei, the daughter, stumbles upon a camphor tree with many spiritual associations and connections to Shinto beliefs and practices. Here she comes across an immense kami whom she names Totoro. Due to Mei's kindness, Totoro gives her nuts and seeds, which he helps grow by performing a ceremonial dance. To people who watch this film, Totoro can be considered a Shinto kami, as he lives in the sacred tree in a holy Shinto shrine. Although he's a bit of a mystery, there is a clear distinction between himself and other characters in the movie, a distinction that one would see between kami and human. There are many clear elements of Shintoism in these movies. This fits Miyazaki's want to keep Japanese traditions in an ever-modernizing Japan. All three of these movies were successes, which served as a way of Japan projecting its belief not only countrywide, but worldwide. Its high-quality filmmaking and animation helped to keep Japanese tradition and religion alive in a subtle way. Hayao Miyazaki used different Japanese spirituality traditions to reaffirm the importance of nature and modernization's detriment, which could create an imbalance in the world. Shintoism plays on the importance of purity, impurity, and purification, which are all displayed throughout these movies. Though religion may be a taboo subject in Japan, it is clear to see how ingrained it is in many Japanese traditions and ways of life, so much so that it cannot help but seep into all aspects of Japanese life, even animated movies.